last year of my life has been a real journey of truth. I've been hearing unconfirmed reports of 3 military bases in Missouri that are on different watch lists, which link them all to the NAU SPP and on-site internment camps being built. So I drove up from Florida to prove or disprove these reports. Here's the information from my investigations. Once listed as one of America's top 100 airports, Richards Gebaur Air Force Base is now being transformed into the main train and rail hub for the North American Union, the NAU/SPP. Richards Gebaur's famous 20-inch thick 5,000-foot runways are being constructed to lay the miles and miles of train tracks, which will be an international inland port for trains that are shipping goods across North America. In 2007, the city of Kansas City, Missouri transferred ownership of Richards Gebaur to the Port Authority, who then turned management of the former base over to Centerpoint Properties out of Illinois. Centerpoint is now overseeing the redevelopment of this site into an international gateway with custom offices, where goods will be shipped by train from Canada and Mexico to be distributed across North America by rail and truck. Richards Gebaur is now being transformed into a high-tech rail network, underground storage facility, and above-ground office hub. I was told today that the entire facility will be renamed soon. Kansas City is well known for its huge underground storage facilities which run for miles and miles underground and is home to many local and international businesses. Driving through the property today, one will already see the trains that have started movement through the facility, and Mazda Automotive already has a hub station active on site. There is also a large military presence on this facility, including all of the armed forces. It is rumored that there is a very large internment camp being constructed on this site that is in a restricted area. After my day on the base, I started looking into how this could have happened without public awareness, a public vote, or public knowledge, and here's what I have found. Richards Gebaur is located between Belton, Missouri and Grandview, Missouri, but the land was annexed to Kansas City, Missouri, so the people of Belton and Grandview were not allowed to vote or decide what was going to happen in their very own backyards. The vote was on the Kansas City ballot, in which the people from these distant areas knew not enough about the entire project to make a good and proper decision, and so it was passed. From the information that I've gathered, there was a huge concern and outcry by the general public of both Belton and Grandview, Missouri to stop this project, which fell upon deaf ears. Both of these cities will be going through major construction phases very soon to compensate for all of the train and truck traffic entering their small cities. How could this happen? It looks like the Kansas City City Council pushed this through very hard and fast. And in my opinion, there were probably many kickbacks and under-the-table deals done during this time which ensured the vote to be passed. This is your American politics in action. So now it was time to get some concrete evidence. So I sent an email to Mastery Gunnery Sergeant Rex A. Newland of the United States Marine Corps Mobilization Command at Richards Gebaur and let him know that I was in Missouri uncovering the NAU and asked for an official or non-official statement on the rumors about internment camps at Richards Gebaur, Neosho, Missouri, and Fort Leonard Wood in order to prove or disprove these very public stories. I asked if there are internment camps in these places, why were they built, and who are they for? I was really expecting an email back saying they were just rumors started by overactive imaginations, but no reply was ever received. The very next day, my website stats started showing every government and military agency that you could think of, including Homeland Security, the CIA, the FBI, the Department of Defense, the Department of Transportation, Naval Intelligence, the Terrorism Task Force, the IRS, the Treasury Department, Lockheed Martin, and the State Office of Missouri, just to name a few. So it seems that I've caught the attention of some major players in the U.S. military machine, which makes me wonder if these camps are more than just a rumor. At that time I contacted the ACLU, the PFAW, and NCARL, alerting them of my activities. Just in case I disappear in the near future, there will be evidence of my activities before any possible abduction. Next, I started researching the NAU SPP connection within North America, and what I found out was that many things all come back to big bucks for the shipping carriers, the trucking companies, the railroad services, and the intermodal companies. It is looking like it is not only our governments who want our borders eradicated, but the big business movers and shakers that bring commodities into and across North America and even the world. We all now know that Centerpoint Properties is knee-deep into the Kansas City connection, rail and truck hub for the NAU SPP at Richards Gebaur. But let's also look at a company called Schneider National Inc. If you go to the website for Schneider National and spend some time clicking around on the presentations, you will see the scope of their investments in not only our country, but North America and also Europe and China. You can see clearly that they have a lot of money invested into getting goods across these three countries of North America. So from what I can see thus far, NAFTA and CAFTA are big players in the NAU SPP, and this is something that has been in the works for many, many years, but is only now becoming a reality that will end up destroying the United States as we once knew it. I am getting emails from all over North America about these issues and also about Centerpoint activities. Plus, I have sent emails out to many people regarding these issues, like our military, our government, and even the Mexican government, and still have not heard back from even one of these agencies. So the bottom line is that the NAU and the SPP seems to be all about big money and big business. We already know that the governments of the world, which all come back to our Federal Reserve and Central Bank, and all the big money, wants total globalization. We already have the European Union, the EU, the African Union, the AU, the coming Asian Union, the ASUPA, and now the North American Union, or the Security and Prosperity Partnership of North America, the NAU/SPP, which is clearly leading to total globalization of the world. We all already know that total control and world globalization is the main goal of the powerful elite who are pushing the New World Order that was first publicly announced on September 11, 1991 by George Bush Sr., which was exactly 10 years to the day before 9/11. With all of the rumor mills in place about the New World Order, the Illuminati, the FEMA death camps, the red list, blue lists, the coming martial law, all of the executive orders signed into place by Bush Jr. without public knowledge and congressional approval, chemtrails, weather modification, food DNA modification, over-fluoridification of our water, everything from HIV to mercury in our vaccinations, and also our faltering money system, it seems to me that the North American Union is upon us, and just one more piece of the plan for total control and total globalization if we do not act now and organize with our Canadian counterparts and stop this insanity. The time is now to join local militias in your area, stock your food and water pantries, arm your families, and prepare for the things that might follow. Go to uaff.us for constant updates, and together we will prevail. Thank you. This has been an American Resistance Movement presentation.